am going to be planning out some content. I have a lot of content already, but I really want to sit down and like plan it out. The tools that I'm using to do that are a bunch of Expo markers, dry erase markers, my dry erase board, which I gotta clean it off first. And I'm using Pinterest. I have Pinterest up here. I got my notes. I got obviously all of my content. I actually need to go grab my hard drive, but those are the tools that I'm gonna be using. I opened up the door. But anyway, so those are the tools that I'm using to really plan it out. I want to be able to see it. I actually have a plain dry erase board, but then I also have a calendar dry erase board. And so once I figure out what, you know, the days that I want to post, times and stuff like that, then I'll transfer everything over to there. But for now, I'm planning out kind of even though I've created the content, I'm just trying to figure out how I want to present it, like what is the motivation behind it and things like that, which sounds a little backwards, and it probably is. Okay, so I just grabbed my hard drive, just because I had forgot it. But I have, like I said, I'm using Pinterest just for like inspiration, like a lot of things that I've saved. I'm actually trying to be very organized because I feel like I'm constantly trying to plan content, but I'm not that successful. So today feels very organized in hopes that it'll be successful this time around. It is a lot of work. So first I'm gonna clean my board off. I already figured out what I want to, or no, I already figured out how often I want to post and the types of content I want to put out there. But I want to really clarify like the motivation, because I think finding the motivation is really going to help me with my captions and stuff, because I'm a photographer, and as a photographer a lot of times I'm like, I got a picture, here you go, and that's easy and simple. That part is easy to me, but it's the coming up with the captions, or why am I posting this, or you know, or I feel like I constantly talk about how the shoot was made, the behind the scenes of the shoot, like that's how I talk. But some people aren't interested in that. They're just interested in pretty pictures, and I feel like my captions should be a little bit more than how did I get to this. I want to get into the why did I get into this, why did I capture this, why did I want to capture this, why this angle. I want to get into all of that because my mind is constantly on that anyway, you know, as I'm in a shoot. So I'm sharing that. Like I said, I'm going to share some more about me as well. I do need to grab one more thing. If you didn't know, now you know that you can use some window cleaner to clean off your dry erase board. Sometimes if stuff is there for too long, it might get a little sticky. Okay, so I am trying to get myself on the system as well. So I have daily goals through the week, and what I mean by goals, I guess I don't feel like that's the right word, but I have daily things that I want to do. Like Mondays, I want to be specific in an area. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. And for me, I think that's important because for one, it'll keep me on track. It'll help with the planning as well, knowing how much of a certain kind of content I need so that I can actually get it done. I gotta just like break it all down. It makes it easier for me. So Mondays, I feel like Mondays are, let me pull this up, my notes. Mondays I feel like are a good day to I was about to say interview, not interview. I feel like Mondays are good days to okay, so Mondays are, for me, I feel like it's a good time for me to introduce myself. That's the word I'm looking for. I like to introduce myself, introduce who I am, what I do. But I also think Mondays are good to like discuss your weekend, whether it was fun, whether it was work related, whatever. I feel like it's good to discuss your weekend because, you know, we love a good weekend. So I think Mondays are good for that as well. And so that's the kind of content I want to push out, you know, introducing myself again. And I think that that's important. because I am trying to build a brand, I am trying to build my business, and so a lot of time people just see stuff, but I think it's important to not just see stuff, to see the people behind it, and see and say and show that this is what I do. Because I feel like there's a lot of things that I've done that people don't even have a clue about as it pertains just to my business. So like there's different aspects of my business that I have not shared on my own yet. You know, I've worked on things, I've done things. So yeah, so introducing myself in that regard, discussing my weekend, you know, and maybe just posting new work. That could be my Monday thing. All right, Tuesday. What I'm thinking for Tuesday, I feel like Tuesday can be an inspiring day. I feel like I just want to inspire people, like show the deep behind the scenes, like how I brought something together. Like I think that's a good, like Tuesday's like just a work day, you know what I mean? Tuesday just, I don't know, maybe that's just my interpretation of it, but I feel like Tuesdays are just kind of like those days where I know for me, that's when I like to get into my work. That's like phone calls and, you know, emails and editing. Like that's that heavy admin day for me. So I think that's good. Show behind the scenes, you know, show me working, admin day, all of that. Okay, Wednesday. Wednesdays are fun. I feel like Wednesday is like hump day, share new projects, reels, showing the work that I'm capturing. So instead of behind the scene, that's going to be more so my clients. You know, they get to get all fabulous and get ready for their shoots. And so I think that showing the clients that I'm working with will also inspire new clients to book. Because I'll show like the whole getting ready process, makeup, hair, jewelry, outfits, you know, styling, and then just show them looking good, like a behind the scenes video. I'm trying to do better with capturing those before I shoot. Capture a quick video, and I think that that's a good thing to share for me for Wednesdays. New projects, reels, I can't think of anything else for Wednesday. Okay. Thursday, throwback, obviously. I have so much that I haven't shared, like a year ago, 2 years ago, products I've worked on. They've been published and publicized, but just not by me. So I think I'm gonna have quite a few throwbacks for a while. So Thursday is a big throwback day, like as much as I can put out. All right, and then I'm thinking Friday. Friday's fun, so you know, I feel like it needs to be me, not really an introduction, but just me having fun, showing my work, showing me do my work, all of that. Saturday is just, I'm gonna keep Saturday as just content, because Saturday is usually my busy day, so I'd rather just have stuff ready to just show work, just constantly showing work. Yeah, actually, and I'm going back to Tuesday. Like I said, I love Pinterest. I saw some ideas on Pinterest, and I'll make sure I tag the links to where the items that I found that inspired me to help me plan it out. But I'm thinking Tuesdays are actually a good day, like an educate day. And what I mean by that is just kind of giving tips on, you know, how to book, or what to expect, or just educating, you know, how to take your own photos, you know, and how to make the iPhone work for you, different things like that. I think Tuesday's a good day for that. I just saw that and thought about that. You know, Saturday's a good sell day. Remind people that, hey, this is what I offer, you know what I mean? I think that might be a good day too, at the same time entertaining. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking right now. It might change, but yeah. So that's Monday through Saturday. And then Sunday for me is just me. You know, Sundays are church for me. Sundays are for church. So for me, Sunday, I think I could just post a picture of me. Love posting my scriptures of the day and inspirational, just content on Sundays. So I feel good about that, Monday through Sunday. So Monday's like me introducing myself, discussing my weekend, posting new work. Tuesday is me inspiring, educating, and giving tips, whether it's my business or business tips or photography tips or whatever kind of tips, just tips. It might even be hair tips, who knows? Or tips that I've learned. Maybe I can try out tips that I see online. I love that. It might even be cooking tips too. Hold on. Like that idea. Okay, Wednesday, new projects, showing reels. Wednesday is just a fun day. Literally, I want all the fun content out on Wednesday. Thursday, throwbacks. I have a lot of content that I have not published yet, so I'm probably gonna focus those on Thursdays for now. Friday, maybe a reel or something of me having fun, showing my work, showing me do my work, like instead of just the client, the actual me capturing, doing. Saturday is just content, pushing out the work the final work that I actually do. And then Sunday is about, just Jesus, me, scriptures, inspiration. That's the day for Sunday. I did just think about one other thing too. I think I want to choose a day to highlight my published work, because I have a lot out there that I have not shared. I'm updating my website right now, so that is going to be a section on my website. I was thinking maybe I could add a day for that. That might be too much if it's on my website. Maybe I can probably throw that into like maybe throwbacks or Friday or Saturday content in me. So I don't really have to have a specific day where that's what I do, because yeah, that's a lot. But that's kind of just my foundation right now. Then now y'all can just watch me get to work. Okay, so this is just gonna be a lot of time lapse of me working, recording. Of course, I would encourage you to have your music. You see me looking back and forth. I'm looking at my TV over there. Have the TV on. Have whatever helps keep you motivated and can entertain you while you're working, because this is a long process. It's a lot of work. But yeah, so this is my time lapse. I didn't do an ending, so that's why we got a voiceover here. Okay, so I will say that this process definitely helped me get organized. It helped me to get everything out of my head and into on paper, write it down. It helped me organize, what I had in mind to put out there as far as my content is concerned. And I will say I planned out 3 weeks of content, but I ended up around the second week. The middle of the second week, I switched it up a little bit, and that was only because I was just kind of, at that point I was playing it by ear. I had a kind of feeling like, okay, this might be too much for today, as far as how many times I'm posting and things like that. And I just kind of tweaked it a little bit. But at the end of the day, it was a great starting point, and this worked for me. There's so many ways to get started, but the biggest takeaway I hope you take away from this is just to get it done. Don't overthink it. If you have a day like I did to do this, do it. But if not, just put it out there. The more you do it, the easier it'll get. The more you'll learn how to tweak it. And so let's get that content out there. Let's not overthink it. And let's you never know who's going to be inspired by you. And it doesn't have to be like someone else. You don't know whose attention you're going to be able to grab. So just be you. Get it out.